My name is Haseeb Ahmad. I'm the Senior Student Senate member, and with me I have Campbell Dawahare. He's the Junior Student Senate member. And we're just going to go through our plan with you guys, what we've done this year. Okay, so as one of the initiatives we took on this year was a health initiative, and we took it as, we just built on what we had last year. So as part of the new health initiative, we push students to live healthier lives, walk more, drink more water, stuff like that. And we actually got a newest version of the water fountain where you get to fill your water bottle up as soon as you're done with it. So instead of just throwing it away and wasting plastic like that, students were able to fill it up. So last year we saved over 10,000, and if you go to the next one, you'll see the picture today. We've saved over 10,000 water bottles, and students love using this thing. I see them all the time. There's always a line. I think I've used it like 5 times just because of how long lines are sometimes. Okay, and another thing we did was get our middle school more involved, and to do that, we hosted a club and sports fair. And what that was is we have an ambassador council which comprises of all our members, like sports, clubs, extracurriculars, and stuff like that. So what they did is they all made like poster boards, and on it they put their name, the captains, how to join, when to join, who to talk to. And the 7th and 8th graders loved it. We gave them a survey to figure out what they would best fit into, and then they went out and they talked to all the seniors, juniors, and it was just a lot of fun. And in the next slide, you can see the photos we had. We laid it out in the 7th and 8th grade hallway and went to them, and then they just came and talked to the kids. Ambassador Council. An Ambassador Council, we wanted something to connect the whole school and represent Pikeville High School at best. So each club was assigned at the beginning of the year some kind of goal that we wanted them to work on, whether it was school culture, attendance, stuff like that, academics. And at the end of the year, we're going to do an ambassador ceremony where we honor all the ambassadors for everything they've done this year. And this is just some of our meetings we've had and our ambassadors. And the next couple of slides, Campbell and I'll talk to you guys about what we've done over this year. Another thing we did was peer tutoring. With NHS, I'm executive member on there, so what we did is we took NHS hours and we made tutoring hours part of the 5 hours you have to do for your 20 hours. So that was really nice. And then I'm gonna let Campbell talk about this other tutoring.
So to kind of tie into the NHS thing, the NHS thing is more so things at the high school, which is like 7th grade and up. And so what me and another ambassador wanted to do was implement the elementary school in this tutoring program. So what we did was we had a group of 5th graders recommended by teachers from the elementary school come over 2 days a week, Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday was like reading, and then Thursday would be like science and math kind of. And we just go over their homework, help them with anything they needed, and it was just a really big success. And it also helped these upcoming 5th and 6th graders to the high school get used to being there and just like the environment. And,
The other ambassador that I worked with, Campbell, actually told me, she was like, one of the parents came up to her and said how much her kid loved coming to the high school, learning with the older kids, and just feeling like more involved and getting ready as they come up into 7th and 8th grade. And the progress in here has been like absolutely insane. You can see like everyone's shot up and they've doubled their previous scores, so it's definitely great to see. The Blue Goose Invitational Tournament. This was a basketball tournament held by another one of our ambassadors. He's the basketball ambassador, and it featured 6 different teams that had like kids from every school from Pike County, Pikeville, Shelby Valley, stuff like that, schools nearby, and we had a huge turnout. Kids came to watch. Everyone had lots of fun. Teams, it was a great like single tournament elimination team. We had coaches that dressed up all the way. We had everyone just jerseys, stuff. It was great. And then we have our champions in the middle right down there. Our Shop Local initiative is one we've continued for the past 2 or 3 years, and it's we've got students' ID cards for all our students, and what we do is we went to local shops and asked if they would give us discounts, kind of like what UPike does at like most of the places in town, and we've got like 7 to 10 shops that will give students discount if they show their ID when they buy stuff. And Science Cafe, you want to talk about that?
So something new that we wanted to start this year was a science cafe. And in our school, we had a survey at the beginning of the year, and one of the growing interests was like science. And so what we wanted to do to kind of help kids with that growing interest was start this. And basically what it is we set up an interview with a scientist, and we invited students to come for an evening, and we Skyped with that scientist, and we just talked to him. And kind of explained his job and some concepts and stuff. And then at the end, it was just like an open conversation, kind of group discussion. and the students asked questions. It was a huge success, and we're going to do more next year.
It's kind of like a big network where the science cafe, everyone just different places gets involved, and what you could do is you rotate between scientists and learn new stuff. So like we actually had one scheduled for yesterday, but the scientist couldn't make it, so we're gonna reschedule that. And he was a PhD in microbiology. The one before that we had planned, he was an engineer for NASA. So you get a lot of cool and interesting people come and talk to this kids about science. Cookies for 1.
So something that we just wanted to do to promote getting good grades and, keeping that 4.0s, we did cookies for 4.0s. And basically we just went around, found out through the staff like who had 4.0s, and then we just handed out cookies at lunch and just helped promote it.
You want to do that, or you want me to do it? Like an anti-bullying and anti-vape campaign. Bullying's not as bad as our school, so we just wanted to continue that tradition, and we just hung up posters. We have Unite clubs. We have just stuff that informs kids about bullying and how it can always affect people. And then with vaping going around as a new thing, most students that we just wanted to make sure nothing like that was going down in our school or happening in the classroom or something like that. So we just made sure to educate those kids like this is a school environment and it's not expected. School culture. At the beginning of the year, we actually asked a survey to figure out where students thought school culture stood, and then we said, do you think that our school's culture promotes success for all students? Only about 45 to 50% agreed, so we made it our mission to get more school involvement, give them more community service, do more academics, stuff like that, and at the end of the year, we sent out the same survey, and we found that over 60% agreed. So obviously we were happy with our result, and kids seem to be enjoying all the activities we're doing. We've had a basketball tournament, we have a dodgeball tournament, so we have a lot of stuff that we still have to do, but it should be fun. Thank you.